everyone, we're back from the Tour du Mont Blanc.
Yeah, and after 2 weeks of hiking the TMB, we're finally made it home and we have a ton to unpack mentally and physically.
Today's vlog is all about the highlights, the lows, what we learned,
Yep.
what surprised us, and yes, of course, helicopter rescue after climbing ladder section.
Yeah, and we're going to share some of our favorite huts, our favorite moments, the things we'll do differently, what we struggled with, and whether the TMB lived up to its hype. And let's dive into our Tour du Mont Blanc recap. We hiked the Tour du Mont Blanc from August 2nd to the 16th of 2025, and we planned, researched, and booked everything on our own starting back in December of last year.
We spent 13 days hiking with 2 rest days that were built in for a total of 15 days.
Yep.
Most people do it in 8 to 11 days.
Uh-huh.
But we took our time, and of course, we walk slow.
Yeah.
Mostly.
We went counterclockwise and hiked 100 miles and then tackled 32,819 feet of elevation gain and 26,253 elevation loss and crossed 8 mountain passes.
Mm-hmm.
Blah.
Yeah. Our highest point was Grand Col Fouray
Fouray, yeah.
at over 8,300 feet.
Yep.
Right on the Italian-Switzerland border. And yes, we took a few cable cars because sometimes you choose joy over suffering.
Yeah, that's for sure. So we broke our hike into blocks. So we walked for 6 days, then we took a day off, and then we walked for 3 more days, and we took another rest day, and then we did the 4 final days.
Let's talk about the weather. It was almost too perfect.
Yep.
Our first morning, we had some rain, but the rest was sunny. Through the second week, if I remember right, it was a bit toasty, maybe high 80s.
High 80s.
High 80s?
Several days. Whew. And but we were lucky because the week before and the week after we hiked, the weather was quite bad with a lot of rain, limited views of Mont Blanc, and I heard there was even some snow at the higher points. So we want to talk about all 3 countries and what their vibe was. France was really charming. It was scenic. I personally thought the beginning of the French section when we first started was really pretty. Some people say, well, you can skip that part, but I really liked it.
Yeah. Italy stole my heart.
Oh,
And
God.
yours?
Yeah.
Yeah, the mountains were like in your face, just right in front of
so
you. Dramatic, just jaw-dropping for me.
Yeah, and those craggly mountains and
pointy.
with all the glaciers. It was, you felt this big. You felt like an ant, and it was amazing. Well, how about Switzerland? Boy, that was different, wasn't it? Switzerland was more of like forest, rolling hills, peaceful hamlets, but nothing compared to Italy.
Now let's talk about our favorite huts.
Good idea.
Hands down, Refugio Bonatti
Oh, yeah.
in Italy. It takes the prize from
Yep.
me and you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It sits at 6,644 feet, if we're right,
Yeah.
with amazing views of both the Col Fouray
Yeah,
Fouray.
Sorry if we pronounce these wrong.
and the Col de Sin.
Yep.
La Sin.
Yep.
Stunning terrain.
Every
in
direction, right?
every direction.
It was amazing. And it was rustic and warm. It had such a welcoming feel to it. It was, as soon as you walked in, you felt like this is a great place.
It can hold about 85 trekkers.
Yep.
Right? They have bunk rooms with rows of mattresses. We had a room with only
What, 6
bunks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were so lucky. Yep.
The beds were so comfortable. And
Oh.
the pillows, I couldn't believe it. And they smelled wonderful.
Like,
Fresh, clean laundry.
that was bizarre.
great.
That was so bizarre. It was wonderful, but it was very strange. But let's talk about the dinner. It was so
Incredible.
good. It was so good. What we had: lentil soup,
Pasta.
pasta, polenta. What was dessert?
And then custard with chocolate sauce.
Yeah, was it?
great.
Oh, it was so good. And there are no roads to Bonatti.
Deliveries. And pickups from helicopter only.
Yeah, unfortunately, we didn't see any when we were there, but this place was a must, and it does get booked really quickly. So if you're thinking about doing the TMB, definitely you want to get on that booking right away.
And if you can't get on the booking, you can stay there for lunch, right? You can have lunch.
Stop for
there,
lunch, yeah,
stop,
because the food's really
or
good.
drink.
Yeah, it's really cute. So we also have to include our first night on the TMB at Refuge Miza. We've been saying it wrong all this time. We kept calling it Miage. But it was in France, and this place was so charming. It was amazing.
I loved it.
It's located in this beautiful, breathtaking valley with sweeping views surrounded. There's glaciers, there's meadows.
We had our own cabin.
Yeah, it was so cool.
Our mom would say it looked like a doghouse, but it was so cute. Our neighbors were cows. So
Yeah.
It was wonderful. We had a seating area, our own table.
Overlooking the cows. And it was just cozy. It had 2 beds in it. Well, it had a bed on the lower level table, and then it had a little loft with 2 beds.
Bed and a double bed, so
Yeah.
4 people could sleep there.
Yeah, it was really nice.
A lot of people go there for lunch, which is wonderful.
Yep.
The food was wonderful. And then they continue on to
Yeah.
do the rest of the stage. We decided to stay, being
Yeah.
our first day. And the capacity, this is really important, it's about 31 people total.
Yeah.
So not big.
Yeah. But what do you think? Any other ones should be on our favorite list?
Yeah, oh gosh, don't forget about, okay, this is, I hope I don't read it, Refuge des Prés.
Yeah. Yes.
We did call it Prés. It's in France.
Yeah.
So we took an alternate route to get here. We chose this hut because it was going to cut off some time elevation gain that we were going to have the next day.
Yeah. Yep.
And it did. And
Yeah.
it was beautiful.
And it's new. It opened only 4 years ago in 2021. And so everything is really new and clean.
Very clean and new.
Yeah.
It was very nice.
This was a small one, too. What was the
about
capacity?
30 people.
Yep.
I think
Yep.
30 people, so a small one.
And the views.
Oh my gosh, impressive. Panoramic views all
Beautiful.
around.
Yep.
And just like sitting almost like on the top of a cliff almost, because it would go off the edge.
Yeah, it was
Or
like
the bottom of
a balcony.
Yeah, like a balcony. It was
Yeah.
beautiful. And the seating area, there was plenty
Relaxing.
of relaxing
Oh,
chairs
my
and
God, it was
binoculars
super-
that
yeah.
you could borrow.
That's right. Yeah.
Hot showers.
Yeah, the showers were great.
Did we have to have no. The push, was it a push button for the showers
No.
on that? It was a push button.
Was it?
But
you could
and
have as
would-
much as
but
you wanted.
Could? Okay.
Hot
I
water.
didn't remember.
Yeah, I remember it being really nice. So you might have to push it a few times, but it kept
Okay.
coming out.
Yeah, it was good.
Oh God, talk about dinner.
It was actually my favorite dinner.
Yeah, I think
Out of
so.
the
Me
whole,
too.
all of the huts that we stayed at, it was a vegetarian dinner.
Yep.
It was amazing.
The guy next to me was kind of bummed there was no meat, but it was a hearty vegetarian meal. So don't let the scare you
Curry.
for you people
curry.
out there that are carnivores. No. Oh, and then let's talk about the tart. So my favorite thing was to have these berry tarts, and I found them in several different places, but this one was my favorite. It had berries, fresh berries, but it had a layer of chocolate, and it was to die for.
So when
I
you-
can taste it right now.
When you walk in, they had a table full
of
of
all the torts.
pastries and torts. So even if you're just going by, you should
You should check it out.
yeah,
You gotta
check it
stop.
out and eat.
And they're known for them, aren't they?
And then local Coke there from
Oh
the
yeah,
local
the
area.
region. Yeah.
The region.
Yeah, we were like, "What's this?" And it was like the haunt, right? Haunt.
Yeah.
And it was, but it was
area.
really good. Really enjoyed it.
great.
And yeah, we just sat out. So we got there. It was a short day for us. And so we got there pretty early, which was wonderful. So we
First
could just,
in the showers.
yeah, again.
Happened a lot.
And then we got there just so we can sit outside and relax and enjoy the views. And it was
And even outside
beautiful.
of where we bunked with 2 other people there.
Yeah.
It was 4. You open the window and you look at this beautiful view.
I know. We had a
And
great,
It was just
yeah.
definitely recommend it.
Oh, and instead of it looking like a dog house, it looked like a horse stable,
Oh yeah.
according to our mom.
Yeah.
Oh, I think a Refugio Elisabetta needs to be on this.
Definitely.
And do you want to talk about this?
Well,
this
the hut is iconic. It sits at 7,201 feet. between
Good
two
job.
glaciers. Between two glaciers,
Yep.
they book up very quickly.
Yeah, so this is another one you really want to get on really quickly and book if you're interested. And they can accommodate about 80 people. And we were so lucky to have a room with only 5 bunks. I think they had the big row of beds too here.
Upstairs, we never did go
Yeah.
to the top.
Yep.
I don't think
So
as big as the other one, but
you never know.
I know.
But the thing that I didn't like was the 3-minute shower. So you have to pay €2 and they give you a coin. And obviously they have to conserve water here because it is very, very remote. And we get it.
The glaciers are going away. They
Yes.
are melting.
Yeah.
And
So so I say it's a 3-minute shower, but they actually give you liters, and it's a set number of liters. So you can turn the water on, turn it off. But I was doing that, and my shower was about 3 minutes. The only thing we didn't really like was the food.
okay, let me see if I remember.
Do you remember? It was that dinner was the sliced
Oh,
turkey
yeah.
and gravy and peas. I hate peas.
Yeah. And in the lunch they made for the next day, I didn't like.
It was
Had
white
bread.
Ugh,
Oh,
white
no.
bread.
So
So it was a beautiful refugio.
and I'm sure that changes though. The meals change.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
and the lunches may change.
yeah. So it could be better on a different day.
Who knows?
That's true. Should we say anything about Switzerland? Anything in
Yes,
Switzerland?
I want to do a shout out to Hotel Col de la Funeta.
Funet Ray.
Funet
Rue.
Funet Rue.
Funet Rue.
In Switzerland.
Yeah.
It wasn't a hut, but exactly what we needed. 45 minutes before La Folie.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'm saying that right.
Which is where most people stay.
right.
They call it a hotel, but it's really mainly bunk rooms. We were lucky; we did have a private room
And bathroom too.
and 2 beds, which was really nice, and that was really great.
Yeah.
And
we had a wonderful backyard and
yeah, it was so nice.
tables and chairs, and it was
Yes.
just a
It was
lot
really
of
relaxing.
vegetation. I think a garden in
Yeah.
the back, which
It was very.
we got there
relaxing.
late though.
Yeah.
I think we got there pretty late.
But we got to hang out for a little while.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, and it was in this cute little
it was
village.
really cute.
There wasn't much there except for a really pretty chapel.
But it's 1707.
yeah, and we were able to go in, which was really nice.
And ring the bell. You
yeah,
ring the bell.
I know.
Do you want to talk about the highlights from the TMB?
Yeah, let's do it.
I'll go first. Day 1 kicked off strong with crossing the Himalayan suspension bridge. Like
was so
Himalayan
cool.
suspension bridge, it was so neat.
It
Definitely
was
recommend
neat.
it.
I mean, the glacier water was just crashing underneath. It was amazing. Oh, and then let's talk about the epic views while we were walking over. I'm gonna say this wrong. Col Shekrowi.
Guy was yodeling on top. Just a hiker was yodeling on top.
It was amazing. And then that's where you felt like that was probably my favorite goal is the views from up there. You
Yeah.
felt this
Right in the-
tiny. They were
Mont Blanc.
yeah, and it was
great.
beautiful. It was gorgeous.
And don't forget about crossing into Italy
Yeah,
via
that's
the
right.
Col della Segne.
Sorry about
It was
pronouncing.
breathtaking for the first view of Mont Blanc.
Yeah, that was
Give
the
you
first
chills.
one. Yeah, I remember
think
we were
so.
coming up and it was like, whoa! How about the cheese farm? We visited this amazing cheese farm, Via de Glacier. So basically glaciers. And it was so great. We were able to get a little tour, but a tasting of several different cheeses, and we bought some cheese for our walk.
Don't forget all the waterfalls. There were so many waterfalls that were so beautiful.
Amazing, beautiful. Oh, and one of the highlights for me has got to be the bells on the cows.
Oh,
There's-
unless it was at night, because then it kept me up.
Oh, did you hear them at night?
Sometimes.
Oh,
Not very
I love
often.
the sound of those cowbells. It reminded me when we walked over the Pyrenees on the first day of the Camino Frances.
And let's not forget the amazing people we met. Our
Oh.
TMB family.
Yes.
Yeah. From throughout the U.S., Colorado, Arizona, Philadelphia, Adirondacks.
And more
where-
from upstate New York,
Yep,
too.
more from upstate New York. San Diego, Louisiana, Mississippi, Arkansas.
Yeah.
Oh, and the Philadelphia Hiking Club.
Yes. And then also from across the globe, Hong Kong, France, Scotland, England, Iceland. We never meet anybody
London.
from Iceland. Yeah. Peru. Where else?
Australia,
Canada.
Sri Lanka, and Brazil.
And the Czech Republic.
Czech Republic. Poland.
And that's right.
Yeah, and China.
And then our fellow YouTuber.
And a special shout out to Samuel and his parents. We saw them everywhere, almost everywhere, even at the airport when we left. And for me personally, one of the fun highlights was being able to trail run for a few sections downhill. I never thought I'd be a runner, but it actually helped to run and then walk because I felt I was using different muscles and I was keeping up with Sue 'cause she's faster going down because her legs are longer. But anyways, so it was going well, of course, until my knee started hurting, I think at the 10th, 11th day, 12, 13, I don't know.
Yeah.
Started acting up, and then, you'll hear more after that.
Yeah.
Didn't last long.
Speaking of strong, my sister was seriously a machine on the climbs. She was crushing it.
Thank you.
And I mean, when the temperatures started heating up to the upper 80s, I was a slug going up, and it didn't bother you at all. So, I mean, I really want to say that.
Thank you, Sue, because it just made me depressed at the end when all my knee stuff started. But yeah, I felt very strong and happy. And
yeah, but that wasn't your fault. That was your knee.
yeah,
And as you can see, she's still got her brace over here.
my brace, and my
Well,
crutch.
oh,
Let's talk about rest days.
good idea. Really important, at least for us, to have those rest days on the TMB.
You may think you might not need them, but we needed them, and we needed to rest our knees, feet,
Everything.
hips, and our souls.
Yeah, and we just needed to take a breath. And we did plan the 2 rest days in, and I think we did a good job at where we put them.
I thought she did a perfect job. You need to take her itinerary and use it or tweak it whatever way, but it was perfect.
Oh,
Thank you
thanks.
so much.
Yeah, thank y'all. And the towns we picked, I think were really cool. You want to talk about the first one?
Yeah, our first day was after 6 hiking days.
Yep. Where did we stay?
Where did we stay? It was
Comair.
Comair, the first Comair, Italy. In an Airbnb. It was very spread out.
We had a huge
old,
lot
but it
of
was
rooms.
2 balconies.
Yeah. Had a
couldn't wash
dining
clothes.
room, a living room.
We didn't have a place to wash.
No,
just
we washed them in the sink,
like
but we
usual.
got to wash everything really
Hot
good.
shower in the tub.
Long.
Sorry.
Yeah.
We had a massage with Alberto.
Oh my God.
Lorenzi.
Alberto Lorenzi, write his name down in Comair. He is amazing
look him up on
and
Google?
Reasonable. The price was reasonable. We walked around, we explored.
Great meals, pizza.
Yeah. Pizza for breakfast.
Breakfast, lunch. Our own pizza was great.
It was just good not to have to climb.
We actually got the pizza place off the bus that went by.
Oh yeah,
The
that's
name
right.
of it, and it was great.
It was great. Highly recommend it. And then we hiked for 3 more days, and then took our second rest day in Champagne-Lac.
Yes.
And we had another Airbnb here. Again, we spread
There's a
out. There's a lake here.
And our Airbnb came with a boat,
Yeah,
a rowboat.
Yep.
It was great. We
It
went
was
around the
nice.
whole lake.
Yeah.
It was wonderful.
Yeah. I went swimming.
Yes, you did.
You didn't swim.
I didn't.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I thought because you're at this high alpine lake, and I was expecting it to be a lot colder than it was, but it wasn't bad at all. It was really refreshing. And then we had a really nice meal by the lake.
It's all going through my head.
Yeah.
I sit here.
And when we were rowing, we stopped and took a look at the church. Unfortunately, it was not open though. But 2
Stay
good
there.
rest days. Yeah, recommend them. Time to talk about one of the most important parts of any long distance trek. The food.
And the short answer is, sometimes it was amazing and sometimes it was white bread and meat, butter,
and sadness.
Sadness for me.
Let's start with breakfast. Overall, it was fine, but definitely not the highlight. But it is the typical European breakfast, and it was coffee, bread and jam, and cereal.
What to expect? I think one time we did have like hard-boiled eggs. One time.
Once, and then sometimes you get yogurt. And a couple of times we had meat and cheese, but mainly though it's really high carb heavy, but pretty light on protein, which is kind of a bummer because that's what you really need when you're doing some big hiking days is the protein.
So dinner?
Yeah, let's just
dive into dinner.
Yeah.
They were made up of mostly 4 courses. And
I think all the time, right? We had 4?
Yeah. 4, mostly 4.
So you had an appetizer, a cheese plate,
usually,
and the main dish and dessert.
But strangely, they had assigned seats for everybody.
It was really odd. It felt like it was at a wedding. And so you had to sit there for breakfast the next day too. And we thought, oh, well, this must be a one-off. But everybody was doing it. They were all doing it. So it was kind of interesting. Yeah.
But mostly not with our bunkmates.
I know. That would make more sense.
They kind of assigned us bunks as well. But not which one, but this is your room. So pick.
Yeah. But some huts really knocked it out of the park in terms of food. And I think we touched on this earlier. And the vegetarian dinner that we had was amazing at, and I'm going to say it wrong, Desprez. But then
in France.
Yeah. And then others were just okay. Like Elisabetta had the 2 slices of turkey.
So we went right into dinner.
Yeah.
But we did skip lunch, so let's talk about lunch.
Okay.
What do you think? Overall,
I think we did our best when we bought our own lunch when we could. So when we were in towns, we would buy our food and put something together. We would be conscious of the fact that it isn't really heavy and it was good protein and good food. But there were a couple days where we had to purchase picnics, as they're called.
So you, I think, got 2 or 3 picnics.
2.
I only got 1, and I didn't like the one I had, so I made sure I would make ramen noodles for my lunch and just put it in a plastic bag and then eat it when I wanted.
Yeah. And the picnic lunches were basically, 12 euros each.
And they were heavy.
They were heavy. They were super heavy. They
had apple and a drink
juice
box. Juice box.
In my Bonatti picnic lunch, they had a chunk of chocolate, and it had the Bonatti logo stamped on it, and that was great.
Actually, I was very jealous when she was eating.
That was really good.
After the Bonatti hut, because it was a nice sandwich as well.
Yeah,
nice.
It was
everything
a baguette
was great.
sandwich.
Shout out again.
It had chips in that one. It did have an apple, but it was really good. It was a really good lunch. I was really impressed, and it was like a vegetarian spread on it.
Not butter?
No, and it wasn't meat or cheese. It was like a vegetarian spread. You would have loved that one.
No. Now, if you go and you eat at a hut, the best lunch we thought on the trail, hands down, was at El Pa Bovine.
Oh my God!
I'm saying that right.
Yeah, it's actually
Italy.
Yeah, and it's not. It's not a refuge. It's just a restaurant.
No, it was in Switzerland. I'm sorry. Switzerland, because that's where I got the fondue, and it was in Switzerland, and there were cows.
Finally got it.
Yeah, cows hanging around. You don't have to order ahead. That's what it had said in our. But it was wonderful, and it was very authentic.
Yeah, it was amazing, and we were watching all the food go by us, and everything looked amazing. They had charcuterie boards. They're known for their omelets, and everything was. Oh, let's not forget about water. I know it's not food per se, but there's fountains available, but not always when you are needing the water. And so
like at the end and the beginning mostly.
Yeah, it was
leaving and arriving.
But and then so we brought filters, the Catadine B free filters. They're 1 liter bottles, and we're happy we did because there were several times that we filled up in the stream because we needed the water, but then several times we filled up in the stream because we wanted cold water.
That was great. And
fresh,
it was light enough that you could just bring it with you and not have to worry about carrying so much water.
Yep. And and it was like, and if you needed that extra liter for a certain day, because it was a long day, you had that filter bottle too. Yeah.
And don't forget the electrolytes. We used the brand Element every day. Really liked that brand.
It was a good flavor.
And it had salt, and we needed that.
Yeah.
Of course, they all do.
But,
total game changer, though. It helped muscle recovery,
hydration,
especially on the hot days.
Oh God, yeah. It was really good. We found that a half a packet for a 1 liter was sufficient. I only brought watermelon. I loved the watermelon.
I like the lemon.
Yeah, but
lime.
there's so many other flavors. We should branch out next time. But yeah, Elements. Thank you.
Talk about the crowds on the TMB.
Yeah, it seems to be a thing that a lot of people are talking on, at least on the Facebook page, and we just wanted to give you our perspective on it. We went in August, which was a very high-traveled month for the TMB.
Yes.
So we weren't sure what to expect, but honestly, we didn't think it was too bad, right?
Right. Yeah. Don't get us wrong, though. We definitely we're not alone.
Yeah.
We weren't alone. And there were sections that were a little bottlenecked, but not many.
Yeah.
Gosh, maybe 2 I can think about.
It was when it was those narrow paths and then the ladders.
Right.
So you got backed up a little.
Though. It wasn't that bad at all.
No. But and like the Camino, one of the best parts of the TMB was actually meeting the people. We met hikers from all over the world, and I think if it's just you and I'm sorry, but I might get bored.
Oh.
You're like, oh, it just hit.
But honestly, some of our favorite memories come from the trail conversations.
Yeah.
And I walk faster when I talk with people other than Sue, sorry, but
I know.
for some reason.
I know. It's
just the right balance of connection and solitude.
Yeah,
and
I think it was
fine.
Book. Yeah, that's right. You listen to your book too. I really think it wasn't too bad, but if you're used to hiking in the wilderness all the time, then you might feel it was a little crowded. But if you're coming from an experience of walking Caminos like we have, we thought it was fine. No. Should we talk about challenges and struggles? Because we had some.
Sure, you go first.
Oh, okay. Well, climbing. Climbing was definitely a struggle for me.
Every day.
Especially when it got hot. And the first 6 days were fine. The weather was cooler, and I was doing fine. But really kind of after that, when it started heating up is when it really started bothering me. It was like, for those of you that have walked the Camino Frances, it was like walking over the Pyrenees every single day. So it just got kind of old after a while.
Struggle bus is real.
So, and then the trail. Can I say one more?
Yeah, go ahead. I was just saying it didn't get old for me. I loved it.
Yeah. Yeah, she loves that climb stuff.
I do.
I don't mind doing some, but it just got old day after day. And then one of the things that drove me nuts was the trail was rocky in a lot of areas. And so you were constantly having to look down at your feet so you didn't trip. And if you wanted to look at the scenery, you had to stop and look. So you couldn't walk and just take it all in. There were some segments, but very few where you could do that. So that was kind of a bummer in my opinion.
So my challenge was the ladders.
Ooh.
I did not expect that they would be so challenging.
Yeah.
I did look at YouTube videos before, and we could have went around in the beginning of that day. Could have took another trail, which we also didn't understand.
Yeah.
But
nothing we saw
really scared us, and it just seemed like a walk in the park.
Yeah.
I guess. And then we got there, and it was horrible for me because I was so scared. It was on a cliff. Every time I went like this, maybe I'd put my hand in ants or maybe a B, and I thought, oh my gosh, I have to hold on for dear life for me.
Yeah.
Scared of heights, but I didn't think I was that bad. I also had my knee issue, but going up was fine, and the challenge, the ladders weren't as challenging, but very scary for me. But then after that, between ladders, about 9 ladders, you had
these weird wooden steps that
on
went
a
up
cliff,
a cliff.
and then sometimes I was on my knees holding the wooden steps. And
Yeah, I mean, if you're afraid of heights, you really need to think about this strongly. The video that we did, we hope you watched it, about the day with the ladders. We tried to include as much as we could to show people really how much that you're dealing with. It's not just like one little ladder and you're done.
So I thought once we got to the ladders, I can make a decision. I can go around or take them. I can actually look at them. Well, that's not true.
Yep.
The trail, like I said, starts in the beginning if you want to take a separate trail.
Yeah, so think hard about it. I mean, I was fine because I'm not afraid of heights, but there were even some sections for me that I was on my hands and feet. I was like using my hands too. So, so it's definitely something you just gotta take a deep breath about. Oh, let's talk about, we were going up the ladders. People, if you're going clockwise, you're going down the ladders, and I can't even imagine doing it that way. That would have been...
No, but check out our video because it hopefully will give you a better sense of what the ladders are compared to what's out there. All right, let's talk about what we would do differently.
Okay.
I really liked the itinerary. Like I said before, that Sue put together for us. 13 walking days and 2 rest days. Perfect for me.
I think that if we had to change anything, there was that one long day where we could have split it into 2 and then stayed at Refugio Elena, which was close to the top of the Grand Col Forêt. It was a unique hut. Food wasn't that great, but it was really a cool place.
Oh yeah, I remember it.
You remember? But it was cold up there, remember? But I think that would have been the thing that we could have done differently if we wanted to add another day.
Honestly, I think we're both glad that we completed the full loop because I know that we were talking about maybe doing half of it.
Yeah, when we got to Courmayeur, we're thinking, okay, we hiked 6 days. That would have been nice to maybe go somewhere else like Cinque Terre and go walk there. But I think in the end...
Because we're limited on time, too.
But I think in the end, we were happy we did the whole thing.
Absolutely.
So we can say we did it. How about the ladders? Would you do that differently?
No, I would skip them. I cried. I did. I cried. I called home in the middle of the ladders.
On a flat area.
Yeah, and so I need to see my son, and it was 6 a.m. at home, and it was, so I would skip them. How about you?
I would do them. I would do them again.
And then when I called home, little kids were running behind me. So,
but kids have no fear, So the ladder's not a big deal for them.
Anyways,
talk about fear and scary things. You want to talk about
my helicopter rescue story?
Tell them about that. Tell them. They saw the video.
Yeah.
I hope.
My knee was getting worse or weaker and weaker over about 3 days. And I kept pushing it. I probably shouldn't have. And then the day we did the ladders, I kept seeing that we're just going up the last 3 days. Okay, I'm good going up, I'm good. But it was going down that I had a problem. I'm like, oh, we're going up. And then the ladders were the end, and I pushed it too much, still going up. I couldn't stop at the ladders. I had to keep going. I knew we were coming upon the Refuge La Planque?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's where we were staying, and I just pushed it and said to myself, while I was doing the ladders, I'm done. This is it. I am not going to be able to go any further. So it was the day before the last, and I knew that was going to be it. And I told Sue when I got there, and I was way behind, like an hour behind.
Yeah.
But I did make it.
Yeah, you did make it. And you only missed one day, the last day of hiking.
Yeah.
But let's talk about, hurting yourself in France. And
yeah, the helicopter.
so
Yes,
the helicopter,
it's search and rescue there in France is free.
yeah.
For everybody. And we knew that ahead, but it isn't in Italy and it's not in Switzerland. We did have extra insurance.
Yeah. For that.
And also, when I did get the helicopter rescue, they brought me down to the hospital. I was in an ambulance helicopter. And then that only cost.
And you saw doctor, X-rays.
About 3 hours there, like usual in the emergency. X-rays, and I was able to bring them all home. It was €80.
€80. So basically the cost of 4 gin and tonics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because gin, or I mean,
liquor is
expensive in Europe overall.
And that's our favorite post day
after,
hike. So basically, so her whole experience was the same as 4 gin and tonics.
So I did have to buy this brace, and then the crutches. I guess they're European crutches.
Yeah.
And that was over €200 when I went to the pharmacy. So,
but the insurance company we used, Alliance. Is going to pay for everything. How was your experience with Alliance when you called them?
Wonderful. When I got home, they walked me through the website and told me what to write down. I didn't have my receipts all put out. I couldn't really get up because of my knee, but I knew I had to get this claim in, and they were wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So Alliance, highly recommend it. It was like $540 for both of us for the trip. And if it had happened in Switzerland or Italy,
it would have probably been an $8,000 helicopter ride.
Yeah. So
we looked up.
So anyway, so get the insurance because you don't know. You could just sprain your ankle by stepping on one of those crazy rocks because you're looking at the beautiful view, and you have to be airlifted out. So highly recommend it. A lot of places there was no way to get an ambulance up to where you are, and so it's just a good peace of mind. But she's recovering.
10-week recovery, no surgery,
and no pickleball, which is almost more upsetting for you.
It's hard to sit around.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the money on the TMB.
Yeah, we don't have a day-to-day breakdown of our money, but we do have some comments that we wanted to share with you. And it's basically the things we did wrong. So
we did tons of research. Sue did tons of research.
Not enough, I guess.
Before going, and still had some surprises. So here's what we learned.
Yep. You don't need to bring a ton of cash from home or try to exchange it at a currency counter. Because there's not many, and you get a really poor rate. So the best place to go is the ATMs. So take some money out. If you know you're going through one of the big towns like Courmayeur or Champagne-Lac, then go ahead and take money out there. So just take some money with you.
Actually, the fees from my bank account here in the States refunded all the fees for me. So
that's interesting.
But anyways, the weird part I thought was that a lot of refugios, they accepted credit card.
Yeah,
and cash.
And when I contacted them, specifically they said bring cash for the balance. So when they say bring cash for the balance, we just assume we had to bring cash.
But the internet service being so backcountry, sometimes it wasn't reliable.
High country.
High country. So I think that's why they say bring cash just in case.
In the case the internet's out and they can't use their machines.
And of course, I think they all want cash anyways, in general.
Yeah. In Switzerland accepts euros.
Right.
So
you didn't need the francs.
No. But you do need to have some cash because sometimes, let me think sometimes we just had to have the cash, but it's hard to say how much you need. I guess everybody's different because depending on where you're staying. A lot of you out there watching are part of our actual Camino de Santiago family, and so naturally you probably are wondering, how does the TMB compare? So shall we share our thoughts?
Yeah, honestly, I think that the TMB is much harder than the Caminos.
Yeah.
The climbing it's like climbing over the Pyrenees, as we said, every day.
Yeah.
Up and down. Yep.
Yeah.
For 2 weeks.
And, the elevation gain and loss is no joke. And luckily, we live at 5280. Shout out to the Mile High City, Denver. And so the altitude wasn't really a big issue for us. But if you're coming from sea level, it's going to be a real challenge.
Also, the ladders.
We keep bringing them up, but you have to.
Yeah. You can go around them.
Yeah.
Our video doesn't explain how, because we didn't do that, but
Yeah.
you can.
But it is
very intense.
Yeah, it's really intense. It's definitely not, as we kept hearing, walk in a park. But if you're looking to like kind of next level up your adventure after the Camino, then maybe the TMB is something you want to consider.
There's people of all ages on there doing this, so you take it easy. You go your own. Really, it's about putting one foot in front of the other, and it's a really amazing experience. And
a million tiny steps will get you all the way around Mont Blanc.
I'd never take it back.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. But if you're like worried, then a thing you can do is, we did the 13 days, walking days and 2 rest days. That's the longest that we had seen anybody do from all the videos and research I looked at. But you can take longer. You can break it up into as many days as you want.
I don't know why people don't. But
we did. I know. I mean,
we don't really meet anybody that was doing
it's doable. And you just gotta figure out, okay, how much do you want to walk every day? Not in the miles. Don't look at just the miles. You got to look at the elevation gain and descent. Because that's the killer. It can be a 4-mile day, but the elevation is insane, and it's still going to take you 6 hours.
And it does seem like if you go with companies, they only give you choices, which isn't going to extend more than maybe 11 days.
Yeah. We couldn't even consider a company because nobody was doing 13 days. I think you can do more than you think you can. I mean, you want to talk about that? Because that was a revelation you had.
Yeah. I thought it was going to be really, really hard. And I was really nervous and just looking it up at home. How hard is this really? And going up and down every day. And it was wonderful for me. I really enjoyed it. Different for everybody. But overall, it was great. It was different than the Camino.
Yeah.
Any Caminos.
Yeah.
It was totally different. It was on my bucket list. So.
I guess if you're looking at a comparison on the Camino Primitivo is probably going to be the closest. The Primitivo has a lot of elevation gain and loss, and you go through some remote areas, but still not as rigorous as the TMB. But that's probably going to be your closest Camino to evaluate. So for you Camino lovers out there, it's something to consider because it was magnificent. It really, really
bucket
was.
list.
Yeah. So that's our full TMB experience. And it was epic views, sketchy ladders, unforgettable huts.
And even a helicopter ride we didn't expect.
Yeah.
Or plan for, of course. It pushed us physically and mentally.
Yeah, it did.
But it gave us so much in return.
So if you've done the TMB or you're planning to do it, please drop us a comment below. We'd love to hear from you, what your favorite huts were, how you handled the climbs, or any questions you might have had in preparing for it.
Yes, it's a whole different kind of challenge.
Yep.
But wow, it was so worth it.
Yeah, it was. And if you're part of our Camino family and thinking about doing the TMB, let us know. It's definitely worth it, and you should look at doing it. Watch all our videos. We do a video for each day we're on the trek. So yeah, but we're gonna be posting a separate vlog soon about all the planning we did for the TMB trek, or I should say all the planning I did. And I'm going to include the huts we stayed at, how we chose our route, and a ton more. So if you're looking for some more information, please hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed, and hit that notification bell, and then you'll know when that video drops.
Thanks for watching, and thanks for hiking with us.
Yeah.
And until next time,
Buen Camino! Or maybe Bon Trek.
Trek.
Okay, take care, everyone. Bye.